I can never ever work a 9 to 5. And I mean, I would beg on streets. Was that a little extreme? But you know what I mean. I would beg on streets, but I can't go to a 9 to 5 ever. And this comes from a person who tried it twice, but like really quit. Like, first time within 45 days, the next time within a couple of months. And I don't know, there was just something about 9 to 5 that made my soul like shrink to the extent that every day I would wake up with heaviness, and every day felt like a punishment. I remember catching a train, going to the office, just feeling like, why am I alive? And when you feel like that every single day, you know something is wrong with your life. You know, like, happiness is a very different thing. But if you're breaking down every single day, that's alarming. And that is when I knew I couldn't do this anymore. And you know, some people think that 9 to 5, oh, lazy people don't do 9 to 5. No, it takes a very different person to survive and thrive in a corporate structure. Like, let's normalize that. And some people are extremely sensitive. Even I was extremely sensitive. I would have never made it to the corporate ladder, because the kind of thick skin that you require to do that, I didn't have that. I didn't have that networking and talking to like anyone, and I don't know, what do you call that, like like people pleasing um tricks. I didn't have that. So so I never went to, after my second job, I never went to a 9 to 5. I knew I had to choose my heart, and my heart was like, you know what, build your business and free up your time. So my heart was build your business and free up your time. And that's what I chose. It wasn't easy. Building a business was not easy at all. I built a successful marketing, consulting business. It wasn't easy. But I didn't feel like I was dying. Of course, I had bad days. Of course, there were days when I cried, but I never felt meaningless about that work. I knew that on the other side of it, I would be free. I would have control over time. And if there is anything I want to tell like people in their 20s and 30s, is like, really actively see how can you free up your time, because once you have your time, you can do so many things in the world. For example, my consulting business gave me freedom. It gave me a full-time income. Now, like, I have time to experiment with so many things. One of the things, like recording these videos and expressing myself and getting better at storytelling. If I didn't have the time to myself, if I didn't have time to make my own schedule, to know what I want to do with, like, really design my every single day, I wouldn't have this privilege. So taking back your time is like the biggest rebellion we can do in modern world, especially with the internet age. So my heart was very hard, but it was still giving life to my soul, and stepping into the office wasn't. And that's my story. I'm very happy with my choices. And when I was building my business, my first 3 years were so terrible. I was so broke, I had no money. But the longevity of my decisions was what was motivating me. And I have no regrets. I can't do a 9 to 5. And I think every person has the capability of quitting 9 to 5 and doing something else, especially in the internet world. I know a lot of people who did not, like, I was privileged in a way that no one else was dependent on me financially. I just had myself to take care of. I had some friends who had to take care of their family. But you know what, I'm saying that even if it's like really hard, if you even if you have to take lesser packages which will give you more time to put in your business or put in a project that will set you free, I would always, always, always take that route. These were my 2 cents and my story. Hope that makes sense. If you're in a 9 to 5 trying to build, free up your time, or if you're someone who has never done a 9 to 5, do let me know in the comments below how that was for you. See you in the next one. Bye bye.